Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me.
Here comes 50 Cent, a name that's been sitting on top of Diddy's hater list for years. If we're being real, 50 never cared about Diddy's image or how the public sees him. Their beef has stretched on for the longest time, and there's no sign of it slowing down. In fact, it keeps getting darker with every new twist. Now with Diddy facing trial for sexual abuse along with a pile of other charges, that long-standing tension feels even heavier.
Something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the
He
scenes.
loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really.
Even before the court battle with Cassie kicked off, 50 Cent never made it a secret that he couldn't stand Diddy. For years, he's been trolling him, throwing shade whenever he gets the chance. But with this trial now in motion, the pressure has turned up to a whole new level. Things are getting wild, gloves are fully off, and 50 is moving in. If you know anything about 50 Cent, then you know his sharpest skill besides dropping classic albums has always been tearing down the people he's at odds with. And when it comes to his favorite target, it's always been Diddy. No question about it.
This, Daddy.
Where you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you
It's right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. I'll be practicing. I got
Yeah.
And the Diddy trial has been running for a while now, and saying it has taken over the music industry would be putting it lightly. Every hearing brings new testimonies, fresh evidence, and more witnesses stepping forward. Reactions have been split across the board. Some people are standing by Diddy, calling him innocent, while others are tearing straight into him. But in the middle of it all, one person seems to be enjoying every second of it, 50 Cent. He's been cracking jokes and clowning Diddy even at his lowest point, not caring how his words land. And if anyone dares defend Diddy, 50 has no issue going off on them too. From the moment Diddy's trial was confirmed on May 5, 2025, 50 looked like he found exactly what he'd been waiting for. A chance to drag Diddy publicly and actually enjoy it while doing so. And honestly, there's no worse time for Diddy to face that heat than right now, at the lowest point of his career.
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
with Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me.
But see,
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me.
I don't think.
Now you might be asking why 50 Cent is so locked in on Diddy right now, not even caring about the weight of this trial. The truth is, there's never been peace between the two of them. Their history is full of tension, and it's been that way for years. The beef runs deep, and out of everybody, 50 has always been the loudest when it comes to calling Diddy out.
I'm telling you, look. Later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts.
Right.
It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit, but I'm trying to tell you.
Nah.
Nigga asked me, could he take me
Back in the late 90s, when rappers were still coming up young and hungry, 50 Cent stepped into the game with a string of hits that had everybody paying attention. Both he and Diddy were moving heavy on the East Coast, but from the start, there was this strange tension between them. 50 never really rocked with Diddy, even though Diddy had his own label and influence all over the industry. Normally, when a new rapper broke out, they'd link with the bigger names, pull up to the parties, and get close to the power players. But 50 wasn't with that. He kept his distance, skipping out on Diddy's parties and choosing not to be in his circle, which set him apart from a lot of other rappers at the time.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying, it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man. I
Man,
miss
but I'm
partying
talking about
with-
for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before.
And even though they did some business here and there, 50 even wrote a track for Diddy, they were rarely ever spotted together. And that was odd, considering how connected Diddy was at the time. His famous all-white parties were basically the hottest events in Hollywood, with everyone showing up to rub shoulders. But 50? He was one of the few big names who never bothered to attend. That alone spoke volumes about the kind of distance he was keeping from Diddy, even back when their paths crossed in the industry.
What he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable.
First, it didn't raise too many eyebrows that 50 kept his distance from Diddy. It just looked like one of those industry things, two big names moving in separate circles. Since there wasn't any public fallout or heated exchange, most people didn't even question it. But as time passed, what started off as just a distant, almost invisible relationship between them began to turn into something else entirely. Something way more complicated than anyone thought it would be.
I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him.
One of the earliest and most talked about encounters between Diddy and 50 Cent went down in 2003 at the wedding of Chris Lighty, who at the time was 50's manager. According to 50, Diddy came up to him during the celebration and allegedly asked if they could go shopping together. Now, for 50, that request didn't sit right. He said it immediately made him feel uneasy and suspicious, because in his eyes, that wasn't something one man usually asked another man in that kind of setting. To 50, it sounded more like something you'd expect a guy to say to a woman, not a fellow rapper. From that moment, he started looking at Diddy differently.
At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to him.
So, in true 50 Cent fashion, he brushed Diddy off and flat out refused the offer. But he didn't just keep it quiet, he brought the story to the public, putting Diddy in an awkward spotlight. That moment was when the tension between them really became official, and everybody knew there was something brewing. Diddy, on the other hand, kept quiet at first. No interviews, no public statements. He simply refused to give people anything to feed on. But his silence didn't stop 50 from running with the story. He told it over and over during interviews, making it stick in people's minds. To some, it looked like 50 was just using Diddy's name for clout, and Diddy wasn't going to give him the satisfaction. Years later, though, Diddy finally responded, saying the whole shopping comment was just him trying to help 50 out with some clothes, nothing more.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
It was a bold jab to throw at somebody like 50 Cent. And just like everyone expected, he wasn't about to let it pass. He fired back the way he always does through music. Track after track, he took aim at Diddy, clowning him and bringing up situations from their past. One clear example was on his song The Bomb, where 50 straight up accused Diddy of trying to cheat him out of his money.
You know who hit that nigga, man, that nigga so he scared them boys from the west side to break him off. Jump on his ass so we run the hall and shake him off. You go on and you send me 50,000 out for this travel fees, you know, airfare, hotel space, for that last joint, I really service your ass, nigga.
But that was just the start of the beef between Diddy and 50 Cent. Over the years, it turned into a pattern. Anytime Diddy stepped out in public or tried to celebrate a new move, 50 somehow found a way to rain on his parade. It became almost expected, and in the process, he gave fans plenty of legendary tweets and wild social media moments to look back on.
We're going to the puffy parties. You from the front and the back at the same time? What are you talking about? I mean, look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this is my kind of party. You know, like, it's uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom.
One of the most unforgettable moments came when a clip of French Montana tossing bottles of effin' vodka straight into a trash bin went viral. That move instantly set off 50 Cent, and his response turned into one of the most legendary clapback videos the industry has ever seen.
I just seen a clip of French Montana throwing bottles of effing in the garbage. You know, Puffy called him like, you said you like this shit. You want your record out, don't you? You dummy. You playing. They putting us out of business, you ass.
Whole vodka rivalry kicked off when Diddy landed his partnership with Croc, putting him in the spotlight for years. But then 50 Cent came through with his effin' vodka deal, and suddenly the tables turned. That move brought real competition between the two, and 50 was ready to go all out against both Diddy and Croc. So when a video surfaced of French Montana tossing bottles of effin' into the trash, that was all 50 needed to fire back.
That's how I feel about your boy. What the is this?
Came out swinging, clowning Diddy without showing the slightest sign that French Montana's stunt bothered him. Instead of looking pressed, he flipped it into comedy. From there, he started aiming at Diddy's sexuality, dropping slick comments. That left folks second-guessing. The way 50 delivered those shots, calm and confident, always made people wonder if there was some truth behind what he was saying about Diddy.
Things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you, listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like
Away from all that back and forth, Diddy's legal troubles really took shape in 2023 when Keefe D was arrested for Tupac's murder. Tupac was killed back in 1996, and 50 Cent has long claimed he believed Diddy had ordered the hit. So when the trial kicked off in 2023, 50 wasted no time trolling Diddy online, dropping posts hinting at his alleged role in Pac's death. But while Diddy managed to dodge that storm, it wasn't long before he found himself caught up in something even bigger.
Like he would say stuff, and it's like he wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway. Now you see so much shit that you go away.
By 2025, when Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy with accusations ranging from sexual abuse to other serious crimes, 50 Cent finally found the perfect moment to troll him without restraint. On May 9th, just 4 days after the trial kicked off, 50 dropped his first post tied to the case. He shared an AI image of himself as every juror in the courtroom, captioning it, "Jury selection for Sean Combs is complete. Not sure if this is fair, but don't worry. Be happy." That single post signaled what was coming next. From then on, fans braced themselves as he began rolling out constant shots aimed at Diddy. That same day, when Diddy's defense team attempted to flip the story by suggesting Cassie had abused him, 50 fired back again with another AI photo mocking the claim. His caption read, "Yana, this theory of Cassie kicking Diddy's ass, I'm not buying it." It was another jab that put the defense's narrative under fire while entertaining his audience. A week later, on May 15th, after Diddy's team turned down a plea deal, 50 had more jokes ready. "I think the diddler should have taken the plea offer. This is crazier than regular crazy," he wrote, making it clear he believed refusing the deal was a mistake. Out of all the posts, the most viral one was what fans now call the baby oil pool meme. The 3-slide Instagram post began with a People magazine headline quoting Cassie's testimony that Diddy forced her into an inflatable pool filled with baby oil. The second slide showed an AI rendering of Diddy riding a duck-shaped float in a shiny pool, and the third showed him lounging in baby oil. The caption sealed the moment. "Damn. He did all that just to go out like this. This is crazier than regular crazy." That post instantly spread across Twitter and Instagram, proving 50 knew exactly how to get under Diddy's skin.
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves in theaters.
This turned out to be the final hit to Diddy's pride, but if anyone thought 50 was done, they were mistaken. The The one thing about this entire situation is how relentless 50 Cent has been in making Diddy's trial into a running joke. From posts to captions, he's turned every update into content for his audience. And no matter how serious things look, for Diddy in court, 50 shows no signs of slowing down. Instead, he doubles down each time, pushing the jokes even further. So far, he's managed to create some of the funniest and most viral memes out of the trial. And with how things are moving, it's clear he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Allegations, I surprised everyone else. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
His Instagram posts and tweets have all been aimed at clowning Diddy, and by now 50 Cent has officially been crowned Diddy's biggest hater. The funny part is, he doesn't even care about the label. From AI edits to wild captions, 50 looks like he's enjoying every second of this trial. But for Diddy, it's been the exact opposite. A nightmare he can't escape. And that's not even the full picture, because 50 isn't just trolling Diddy directly. He's also calling out anyone who tries to defend him or spin the story in his favor. In 50's words, the diddler should have taken the plea, and that was the end of the conversation. So when people like Andrew Tate or the Fresh and Fit hosts suggested Diddy was just another victim of cancel culture, 50 was quick to shut that down.
Is he guilty? Probably, yeah. I believe he's guilty. There's enough evidence around. He looks pretty guilty. But when the media's attacking him, I sit and think. I don't sit and think, Diddy's a piece of shit, Diddy's a piece of shit. I don't get programmed in the media. I sit and think, why only him?
When Diddy's trial kicked off and the accusations started stacking up, the manosphere wasted no time jumping in. Influencers like Fresh and Fit, who had once been close to Diddy, along with Andrew Tate, started pushing their own narrative. They claimed that the charges against Diddy were nothing but a setup. In their eyes, it was just another attempt to tear down a powerful alpha figure. According to them, the media and the public were exaggerating the case to destroy his reputation. They framed Diddy as a target of culture rather than someone answering to serious crimes. And for a moment, their voices got attention, stirring up debates online.
Okay, and he's not. Why did they randomly choose him? Did he stop obeying? Did he not re-sign the contract? Did he refuse to shut up about certain things? Why did they pluck him from the bunch of hundreds they could have gotten? That's what I think when the media attacks someone. So that's what a smart man.
They argued that Diddy was just another victim of canceled culture and insisted that being a wealthy black mogul made him an even bigger target. They dismissed the accusations and went as far as calling Cassie's claims a bluff. In their eyes, it was all a smear campaign against Diddy. But not everyone was buying into that defense, especially not 50 Cent. He wasn't impressed with the manosphere's loyalty or excuses. 50 made it clear he didn't care who was standing behind Diddy. If you defended him, you were getting called out too.
Yes, bro.
With Diddy.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that was effective for the defense.
I wish I wasn't in the main courtroom.
Bro,
I wasn't in the main courtroom for that, but I'll tell you this, when I was in the fucking overflow room, everyone was like, oh shit. Even I said cooked.
When no other celebrity was willing to speak out, 50 Cent didn't hide behind cryptic posts or vague statements. He went straight at it. And soon enough, even Diddy's own supporters began to shift their stance. They went from saying, he's just a victim of canceled culture, to softening it with, we don't support abuse, but let's wait for due process. It became clear that 50 had forced eyes open, whether people liked it or not. And even if they weren't siding with him, the world's opinion was stacking heavy against Diddy. At the center of all this noise stood 50, louder than ever. Now, it might not make sense why someone with little connection to the trial is disinvested. But when you look at the history of beef between him and Diddy, is it really shocking that 50 is enjoying every moment of this? Y'all really surprised?
Like all these years, you've been the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're crazy.
You do this, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting. There's all this shit.
But one question has been making the rounds since 50 Cent started trolling Diddy during the trial. Is 50 still beefing with Diddy, or is he just chasing clout? Honestly, it's hard to tell, because with 50, you never really know. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and share this story around. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns like this. If you're rocking with us heavy, go check out the merch too. And with that, I'll catch you next time. Peace and blessings.